Hey, Harmon students, happy Timber Day. As you already know, the theme today is connection to humanity and how we all have special things that we add to the world from our own unique perspectives. I'm going to read you a little bit from a book today. It's called Welcome to Our World, a celebration of children everywhere. Now, I'm not going to read this whole book to you. It's broken up into a bunch of different sections about family, food, manners, school, clothing, language, and I'm just going to find a few of the most interesting things, I think, on each page. I invite you to think about your first reaction when you hear those things. Are you thinking,
That's weird. I don't get it.
or are you thinking,
Oh, wow. How interesting. I've never heard that before. I want to learn more.
that thing I just said? That is one of the best ways to begin connecting with people of diverse cultures and values and beliefs. Let's get started. So this page says, Good morning, world. It's about breakfast time. I normally eat pancakes or a Pop-Tart or some eggs. Definitely not miso soup. In Japan, they eat a salty, savory broth made with soybean paste. That's their typical breakfast. In China, people eat rice porridge mixed with meat, fish, or vegetables. It's called kanji. When we talk about going to school, here we walk or ride our bike, or our parents drop us off, or we take school buses, normally. In parts of India, children take a rickshaw to school. In Cambodia, students take a boat, a rowboat, to school. The children of Zhangjiwan in southern China must climb steep ladders up a cliff to get to their school. Some Colombian children must cross the Rio Negro River on a zip wire to get to their school in Los Pinos. Now here we don't wear uniforms, but in many schools around the world they do wear uniforms to school. Children in the Brazilian city of Vitória da Conquista don't need to have a class register in the morning. Instead, they have computer chips fitted on their school shirts. When they get to school, a computer scans the chip and records them arriving. At Sun Peaks in Canada, children go by ski lift to their school on top of a mountain. They ski back home at the end of the day. In the city of Hyderabad in India, poor children cannot get to school, so the school comes to them. It's called the School on Wheels because the classroom is set up in a bus. And we can all relate to this page, I'm sure. We've all been in the cafeteria, not this year, and people bring in such a great smorgasbord of foods across the tables, and we can smell all the delicious smells, but sometimes you might not recognize those things. Fish soup, fried rice with tofu, fermented cabbage called kimchi, soybean sprouts, and fruit is a traditional meal for South Korean students. In Japan, children usually have lunches cooked for them at school. They eat their lunch in their own classroom with their teacher, helping to serve it out and cleaning up afterward. So here in the United States, we have a few sayings that might not make sense to people in other countries, like
It's raining cats and dogs.
we know it's not actually raining cats and dogs, but that's just what we say. In other countries, they have things like that too. In Japanese, they say, he has a wide face, and that means he has a lot of friends.
I have a cockroach.
Means I am sad in French. So the next time somebody says something that you might not understand, maybe you can think, I wonder if this is cultural. I wonder if this is something that they've learned at home. Well, here in the United States, when we lose teeth, we put them under our pillow for the tooth fairy to come pick up. But in Greece, students throw their teeth on top of the roof and ask a magical little mouse for a new one. In Costa Rica, some mothers make jewelry out of their children's teeth. In El Salvador, pop your tooth under the pillow and a rabbit will come for it and leave you money. I guess the tooth fairy just has the gigs in the United States. Who knew? Some people have a variety of beliefs. In Hawaii, it's unlucky to take a banana on board a boat. It would bring bad luck to your trip. If a bird poops on you or on your car, it means you have good luck. In Russia, it's a good idea to ask people to tell you the rules of politeness in their country. That way you won't be rude by mistake. In India, parts of Africa, and the Middle East, it's rude to eat food with your left hand. If you drop some bread on the floor in Afghanistan, you can pick it up, kiss it, place it to your forehead, and put it back on your plate. It shows respect for your food. Now I imagine that if we saw somebody do that, we would be like,
Hey, ew, you look weird.
It's not weird, we just haven't understood it yet. People don't do the same thing every day. One day they might eat a hamburger, and the next day they might eat a traditional dish from their country. One day, somebody might put on jeans and a t-shirt, and the next day, they might wear a traditional costume for a festival or celebration. This book shares some of these special moments, but there are many more to discover. So that's some of Welcome to Our World. If you ever want to learn a little bit more, you can always use the internet, you can ask your teacher, you can use an encyclopedia, or you can come ask me. The most important thing to remember from this book is that everybody brings something special to the table. And if we don't understand it, that doesn't mean we have to be scared. It doesn't mean we have to think it's weird. It just means we have an opportunity to make a new friend. We have an opportunity to learn something new and build our connections. All right, Timber Teacher, back to you.